Lacey as well as Niana, and the Spiral Light Priestess is in the house. Makala. So, like and subscribe. I would like to tell you a little something that happened. I tried to make the short, but it wouldn't let me, and this is a weird thing. It wouldn't let me load up the short. It wouldn't let me show what it was. Okay. So I thought it was really odd that this was happening, and it wouldn't let me load it up. So last night, first of all, I was really excited that my items came in. And I'm really into the wooden pendant artwork. I'm loving it. It's my new thing I'm into. And I just got some, oh, yes, got some going on. All right. So anyway, let me tell you what happened. What do. So I'm doing my thing, getting everything, everybody's getting squared away. And I'm like, okay, let me just get myself relaxed, and everybody's sleeping, getting ready to go to bed. So I go over to the window, and I'm going to pull the window down because they already been spraying in the sky, and they're spraying again today. So I was just like, okay, so they just keep spraying. So I look over, and I see the light flashing. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's over someone's garage door that just started flashing for no reason. Now, I've been here for quite some time, and I know when lights are going to go out, they just usually go dim and they go out. There's no blinking, there's no flashing, there's no like sending out some kind of signal or something. It's none of that going on. So I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'm looking, I'm kind of peeking through the thing, and I get my phone, and I'm trying to do it on the short and record it. As I'm looking at it and I start talking about it, I said, this is crazy. It's only this light right here that's blinking over here. Like it's sending out some kind of code. As soon as I said that word, it's sending out some kind of code. All of a sudden, it just started going. And I said, this fucking Matrix is listening to every single thing we do. It just wants attention. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, look at this thing. So I look around at the other apartment on this side, and I don't see anything going on. I look further around. I even go out to the front and go look and see if anything else is going on. Nothing. That's the only one. And I said, oh, I don't know what number garage that is. Until this morning, I went and looked. It's number 12. Yeah. 12. Yeah. 1 and 2 is 3. Trinity. Yeah, 12 follows me everywhere. And not 3. 3, 7, and 9s follow me. Yeah. So I just said, ain't that a trip? So I'm going to see if it will start blinking tonight, because nobody's living in that apartment on that end. Nobody's living there. Okay. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it was extremely warm last night, energy-wise. You could feel it in the air. It was like charged up. Static on the blankets. I said, oh, okay. So I turned off my little room heater thing, and I just said, let's just kind of keep it down on a low. So I was just like, wow. I thought, yeah, it ain't going to be happening over here or anything like that. And then boom, I see it. And I'm like, what are you doing over here? Knock that crap off. What the F? So today is Friday. It is the 21st. Now, those of you, if you have contacted me through email, I will be sending out your reads. I have one person tonight I have to send out. It goes all the way to Puerto Rico. So I will be sending that reading out, and hers is a Star Code Medicine card reading. So with the activations 422, which is tomorrow. So if you would like to have that read, it is only $22.22. After that, it goes up to $220. Okay. So if you're going to get in on it and you want to utilize it for tomorrow, I will only take another maybe three people. And that's it. I'm not taking any more after that. So if that speaks to you, please go to galacticspiralite.com and send me a nice email, and I will get in contact with you and have a place where I can send you your reading, your layout, so that you will have it to look at and activate for tomorrow. So today we're going to jump into Kin 229, the red galactic moon. I harmonize in order to purify with the universal water with the galactic tone of integrating. With the galactic tone of integrity, I am guided by the power of space. The color is red. The planet is Mercury. The chakra is the root. And it is the Earth family gateway. So the rune we have looks like disruption. Looks like a disruption rune. Art is coincidental with the earliest stages of intelligence and represents the highest dimension of consciousness that a human can aspire to. So we're dealing with the first mental sphere, which is here in the back of the head, and then the first dimensional cosmic creation. So it's alpha energy, and it's gate 108. So let me see. So one of the things, I'm going to check over here and see if they have it, that movie, because I keep hearing it's like that movie. Let me see go to Tubi and see if they have it there. Tubi's got all their movies. This month has flown by like crazy. It's always the shortest month, but it just flew by so fast. And with that time accelerating, and the plasmic energy is just off the hook insane right now. So let me see if I can find it here. Might be on here. Oh, they got a movie called The Tarot Curse on Tubi. That should be interesting. I might give that a gander just so I can laugh. Let me see. ABP. I'm looking. You know what? Let me go under sci-fi. Because I'm looking to see if they have that one movie. Because it's really starting to remind me of that. Let me see. Darkest Hour. Don't know if they have it. They might not have it up. Maybe next month it'll rotate in. Yeah, one called After Dark. Let me see. No, This one is annihilation. Excuse me. Nope. Let me see if it's on Plex. Just curious. Because it really is reminding me of that. The Darkest Hour. It came out in 2011. It says watch for free. Oh, it's on Plex. Okay. Darkest Hour is on Plex. Plex. So it's on Plex. So you can see it on Plex, The Darkest Hour. And I want you guys to take a look at that. Okay, Be So Light Tribe, take a look at that movie. And pay attention to how the energy, how the plasmic energy comes down and what it's interacting with. And what it does when it comes in contact with people. Okay. So yeah, it's The Darkest Hour. And it says in Moscow, 5 young people lead the charge against an alien race who have attacked Earth via our power supply. Just saying. Just putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? All right. So yesterday I got my other part of my delivery came in, and this is from Tucson. I love this. This is from Tucson. It is the quartz crystal pin, and it has all the pin stuff all inside of it, which is so cool. And then I got a citrine one, and it has the citrine and all the goodness in that. And this one comes, now this one's interesting. It actually comes with the copper that holds the crystal. And then this one is just the golden brass kind. So, and it has the citrine. So you're probably saying, well, what are you doing with that, Flea? What are you going to be doing with that? And I said, well, I'm designing my project book that I want to work on. So I got a plain notebook, has, letters and stuff in it. And then I went ahead and got myself some stickers. And I love stickers. But I like stickers that have something to it. You know what I'm saying? They got some good stuff going with it. This one says the best sticker book ever. Good Vibe Edition. So it'll have all this good vibe stuff. I like that. I'm like, oh yeah, it has your letters. So you can do it up. And what I'm creating is just a book that I'm setting for myself and working in. Oh yeah, here's this one. Kind of fun stuff. So there's 40 sheets of stickers here that you can utilize. Oh crap. Just kind of fell out. Like, whoa. So I love, love, love it. You get things like this. So a lot of times when I work with my clients, and if I have to send you a crystal infused frequency water to work with while you're moving through the things you're moving through, I like to put stickers on the bottle or the card that I send with your medicine attached to that. So yes, I got these, and then I got my pendant. I love this. This is just carved out of wood, and it has the beautiful labradorite all the way around it. It is also sacred geometry as well as light language is etched in here deep within the wood itself. And I'm just like, so the symbols, the geometry, and the feel of it feels very connecting to. When I put it on, the first thought that came to my mind was Maldak, and then Minnetonka, and then it moved to Lyra, moved there. But it was really interesting when I was wearing it. It's very lightweight, so you can like bless it up with oils and stuff on the back of it. Put it on the back once you get it. But it's really, hey, lovely. Reading still going on? Yes, get in on it. Email me so I know where to send your reading to. Because after tomorrow, it goes up to $222. I'm going to keep raising it up. So I'm inspiring you now to get in on $22.22. So, but yeah, I just kind of keep flowing with that. But the reads are on thebomb.com, and some people are getting that energy of like take the next step, like take action, like do something, like write it down, talk to your higher self into it. So I'm not sure if all of you had a chance to go visit into the community section and saw those music videos I put up with I think it's Queenie Herbie. I put it in there, some of the things that she was singing about. But I did not realize that I've been following her back in the day under her original name, Carmen. And I was like, that's Carmen? Oh my gosh. I used to thought she was a bomb.com because she would come out with this hair, the way she would design it, and she would sing these songs, and I was like, wow, she's really awesome. I liked her. But then all of a sudden she like disappeared, and I was like, what the hell happened to her? So she did an interview with Sky, and when Sky interviewed her, she went back and talked about it and said, yeah, back in the day when I was in the Matrix, doing my singing, I decided to get out of it because it was controlling. I wasn't being authentic the way I really wanted to be. I was operating underneath the way that the producers of that had the contract signing my life away to them, and then they were governing how I was going to sing and what I was going to sing and how I was going to do it and where I was going to perform. And so she literally had to step out of that, get out of that stuff. And when she got out of it, this is what is so powerful. And the reason why I put that in there is because sometimes when we say goodbye to something that's not for our highest good and you step out of it, you're going to give birth to a new you. She went to a whole nother level and expressed herself as an independent singer, as an independent artist. And one of the things Prince has always said, if you can't own your own masters, you are always a slave to them. So she writes her music. She is like the fast talking, rapping, the way she sings it. And she learned how to really go in a spiritual way and incorporate everything from tarot to crystals to oils to chakras to dimensional stuff to incense to and put it all in a song and rap about it the way she sings it. And one of my favorite songs that she sings is Thank Goddess, 5D, and the chakra song. OMG. Now keep in mind, she keeps it real. Okay, she says it like it is. And if you're going to have sensitive ears about bitch and fuck and all that, and that gets to you and makes, then she's not for you. But if you look beyond that and understand why she incorporates it like that, it's a shedding of not trying to fit in on a stereotype. You're going to say it like it is. You're going to speak it like it is. You're going to sing it like it is. How you are really being authentic in yourself. And boom, she took off. She said she was happy to get up in the mornings. She wasn't feeling like she was just in this state of, oh, I gotta go and go be puppetized by these record agents and da 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 da. You know what goes on. And that's why I always say, a lot of songs that they come out fast and furious, and they're doing really good. And then all of a sudden, when they get to the next part of that contract, where they have to do something that's not cool and something that's inhumane, if they opt out of it, they're never heard of again. They're not talked about anymore. This is why we get those singers that are those one song singers. One song and then you didn't hear anything because they didn't want to go to the next level. That was going to be something that they didn't want to commit to. Okay? And Carmen just reinvented herself, and she went into this whole thing of, I saw myself wearing colors. I saw myself talking to my inner child. I saw myself really branching out beyond the limitation of what I thought I should look like as a singer. And then I went beyond that and I found what I really enjoy doing. So a lot of times when I see different things, videos, or people talking about something, I'm looking at what caused them to change. What was the final part that caused them to finally say, I'm done with this, I'm going to rebirth myself? Because all of us get an opportunity to step up into that rebirthing of yourself. But what happens, we get in our head, ego starts to drive the whole vehicle, and next thing you know, you don't take that next step. You're too busy. Oh, what are people going to say about me? Oh, what are people going to think about me? Blah, blah, blah. You got to take that next step. You got to take that next step and trust yourself. And she talks about that in the interview of how she had to really embrace the things that she was interested in. She was interested in magic with a K. Hello. And she was interested in, how does that incorporate in being a woman? How does that incorporate in when you're manifesting something, when you're calling something in? How does that really take place? So she went down that road and gave birth to a new her. So when I found out it was Carmen from the past, from the back in the day, I was like, oh, shut up. Look at how you reinvented yourself. There are times, and all of you know what I'm talking about when I say this. There are times when you're in your 20s, you're just like, da 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 da, I'm going to live forever, blah. Then when you get to your 30s, you're like, oh, what's my life all about? What am I really doing? Okay, so now you're trying to find that niche or whatever. Then when you get to your 40s, it's like, okay, I got to hurry up and figure something that really counts. And then you get into a career, or you get into some kind of flow or something that you think that's what your life is about. So between that 30 and that 40, and then when you hit 50, that's that door. When you hit your 50s, and your 50s are like, did it really matter what I did in my 20s and how I was being paranoid about how people would see me in my 20s and in my 30s? Did it really matter that I put myself under so much pressure I should be married at this time. I should have the house. I should have the cars. I should be pulling in so much money at this time. And I should be living the life like boom, 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 living that life, the matrix life. Does that really matter? And then when you hit that 40, and it starts right when you hit that 45, and it starts becoming tick tock, talk, tick tock, talk, talk. And then when you hit 50, it's like, this is not working anymore. This is when your truth starts coming up when you hit 50. Now, for me, getting ready 11 months from now to hit 60, I'm all about what really makes me happy. I love being of service. I love helping people to rediscover themselves. I love helping people to heal whatever they need to step into and say, hey, I'm stuck on something. Let me help you get unstuck. I like doing that. I like doing my artwork. I like doing my writings. I love playing with my different instruments. I love making people laugh and think about things, to kind of break out of that. And then some days I can bring you to tears because maybe you need to cry. But it's hi, lovely. So it's all about when you start looking at yourself. And the reason why I bring this up is because this high amount of plasmic light comes in. It's coming down during the daytime. It's doing all this, shroom, shroom, shroom. It's coming down with these codes. And then as soon as you lay your butt down and you're thinking you're going to go to sleep, all of a sudden it just comes in and it's like this light comes into every part of your being and starts talking to you, starts talking to your cells. And it starts making you start reviewing things in your life. And when you're in that 50 doorway and going into that 60 doorway, all in there, that is all about transformation. You're not trying to impress anybody. You're not trying to show up as yeah, everybody, come to my place. You're not trying to show up as that. You're showing up as someone that has some wisdom. You're already been there, done that. You got the medicine. So when you see someone coming up in that age group, you got the medicine to help them of how to best navigate through a situation because you might have already experienced that. So now you got the medicine to help them. Okay? So we need to really take this time as this light is coming in and really step into honoring that part of ourselves, where you've been and where you are going. You are the only one that knows where you're going to be going by putting it out there. You don't have to know what it's all going to look like. You don't have to know when it's going to happen. All you have to do is just put it out there and just take the step and know that it's already happened. And you're just taking the alignment to match it. That's all. Yesterday, I talked about how that dimensional stuff is happening. You go and look, it's not there. You turn around, go back, and it's right there. It's like, what? Beep, beep. So this is that time that all of you really need to step into that. Where are you right now in your life? Are you happy? Are you still having some stressing points? Are you still feeling like, yeah, I'm still not feeling the full cupcake and icing here. I got to get in there. There was this part of me this morning. I woke up and I was thinking about, after I watched that interview, and I was thinking about, I should go on my Instagram page, and I haven't been there because I got burned out doing so many posts when I had my Priestess Makala one up, 333, and then I took it down and I said, I just need a break. It's just like, I got to take a break. I wasn't really liking a lot of stuff with Instagram and Facebook. I'm just like, yeah. So there comes a time when you just have to unplug. You know what I'm saying? You keep one up, you do your work, you show up, but then you take and unplug from the ones that you feel like it's just not aligned with me. And this is where the magic is. This is where that supercharged plasmic light comes in, and you say to yourself, what feels good and what doesn't feel good anymore? And really be authentic, really be truthful, and not sit back and just try to make it up because you don't want to try to figure it out, or it's going to take too long to get to from A to B, and C might not happen, and da 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 da. You know, the head talk stuff that we do. But when you align yourself and you're being truthful, everything starts to work out in ways that you never seen coming. And that's the true magic of everything. Like when I do the hat thing, I love changing it. One hat, got it on sale. I was supposed to pay, what was it, $32, and got it for $21. There's that 12, that 2 and that 1 and that 1 and that 2. Hey, lovely. There it is. Okay, and I take that one thing and I share with all of you how you take one hat and you keep changing it. Why am I doing that? Because I can. Because it gives me that energy of it's okay to make change. And every time when you do something out of your ordinary box, it creates that next imprinted energy on you code where you trust yourself to make that change. This might look like little fun doodad stuff, but you know what? Is it hurting anybody? No. Is it inspiring people? You see colors and stuff? Yeah. Am I having fun when I do it? You bet. Because I sit back and say, what do I feel like I want to do today? I think I'll just put on happy face. There you go. Make people smile. There you go. But I got my sage on the side. So this is why I say this to all of you. Just be in this place and honor yourself. Honor yourself wherever you've been going through. You know, if you've been going through it and you've been like, is there going to be any light at the end of the tunnel? Yes, there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel. But guess what? You're the one that gets to figure out, are you walking through the tunnel? Are you driving through the tunnel? Are you taking a special starship through the tunnel? What are you doing? What do you want to do? You know? So this is where the energy of what we do right now is really being imprinted in this amount of plasmic light. It's holding your signature. I can't stress this enough. Just take it like this. It's like a crystal, like you're signing inside of a quartz crystal. And this is all the plasma here flowing. Okay, all that crystal plasma is flowing. And then it's finally going to root out at the end and give you exactly what you have been imprinting in the ethers. Everything is happening like this now. It's your choice if you want to show up dimensionally or if you're going to stay on 3. I'm sorry, but 3 is boring to me. I don't think, no, 3 is boring. I like it up there in those higher dimensions. Pop in and out. Oh, what's going on 9? How fast can I get this done? I need to get this done fast. 9. 8. Oh, okay, let's go. 7. Let's get this done. And if it's something really pressing, take me up to the divine source where everything meets at that point. I need to get this heard and done. Done. And I don't expect anything less. Okay? And I want you to embrace that also. Give yourself the best, nothing less. Do it. Just something you see you like or whatever, please break the habit of, I'm going to wait until I get my money for this and da-da-da-da. I'll get it that time. Then when you go and try to go get something, it's gone. It's not there. Then you do the crazy thing. Oh, when are you guys going to get that back? Oh, sorry. We're not sure when we're going to get that back. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. I call this, I'm going to wait until that moment. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Stop going to wait. Please do your magic and open up the door. And I like to do this. Practice it. I love this part. Ooh, I see that crystal. That's nice. Remember what I told you about my ring? That crystal ring? And I wanted one and I kept looking, couldn't find it. Da 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 da. Had an opportunity to get it at the time, but I was being picky. And then I wanted one and then had to kind of wait around. And then next thing I know, a lady at a crystal store that I go to and visit all the time, she designed one for me and was waiting for me to come in so she could give it to me as a gift. Come on! Magic with a K, please. Do you see what I'm talking about? I have these shoes, and I don't know why, but I must plan on stepping somewhere. Yes! Take your shoes. How many of you, when you get shoes, you just take them and say, oh, these are nice. These feel really good. Okay. You just put them on and start wearing them. Do you invoke the shoes? Do you empower them? Do you give them intention? Oh, got you stirring now. Got you thinking. You should be doing that. There comes times, and I'm gonna close out with this and bring the cards because this is a really good point when we talk about the supercharged energy and how you start thinking things different. You start seeing things differently. You start feeling things differently. You start doing this. When you get a pair of shoes, sometimes the old shoes you're wearing have taken you as far as you can go. Let me say this again. Sometimes the old shoes you are wearing have taken you as far as you can go. It is sometimes needed to take those shoes off and go get yourself a new pair. And when I say a new pair, you get a pair that really stands out, that really makes your heart go like this, and it feels good. They're comfortable. They are just special when you see them. And you know they're special when you take them up and you think you're going to pay, say, like $98 for these shoes, and all of a sudden you find out, oh, these are discounted. They're discounted to $55. $55. Oh, change. There's that 5. The universe is always talking to you. Pay attention to those receipt numbers. When you get your receipt, what was the cost of what? Pay attention to the codes and the numbers. So you get your shoes, then you bring them home. Then you smudge them. You smudge them up. Then you take a nice oil. Make sure you're going to keep the shoes, because after you do all of this and you decide you're going to take them back, that might not be so cool. Make sure you really like these shoes. So I suggest for the first 2-3 days, check them out, like them, da-da-da-da. You like them, you're not going to take them back. Bless them up. Smudge them no matter what, okay? But then take the next step and apply a nice, beautiful prosperity oil, success oil, come to me oil. What's another one? Allspice oil is good to use on your bottom of your shoes. Yeah. Use those oils and anoint the shoes. Top, back, side to side. Straight line. Divinely aligned. There you go. Okay? Top, back, side to side. straight line, divinely aligned. There you go. Okay? So once you anoint the shoes and you put them on, you're giving them that imprinted energy. You're saying, these shoes, when I wear them, I'm always divinely aligned. I'm always on time. Luck follows me wherever I go in these beautiful charmed shoes of me. Bless them up. Same with hats. Same with anything else that you're wearing, jewelry and stuff. Bless it up so that it has that imprinted Heka signature that you have invoked onto it. So many people don't take this seriously, what you say, and you invoke it onto something. You speak over it. How else are you going to really start trusting yourself and really see yourself as these beautiful God-sent creator beings if you don't activate that God sense of you and you keep playing it small? This plasmic light is no joke. It's going to take you out of that. It's going to make you look at things and say, stop holding on to the pattern. Everything is supercharged. Hold on, I'm going to turn that off. Bring that into a space. I have no idea who that is calling me from Missouri. Missouri, knock it off. I don't even know who you are. Probably some bot calling me. So just think about that. Yes, because I am not materialistic. I am speaking out of bottle perfumes and expensive, and I manifest a small purse size. Yes, those are the things. Start thinking of yourself in those timelines having it. Oh, yes, my hats have it. That's my black hat. The feathers and a few. I'm still got to go out. I'm hoping to find a peacock feather because I want to have a peacock feather. And last night was funny because I was looking at the hat, and the hat literally had this white ostrich feather in the front of it, and then it disappeared. And I go, so now the hat's talking to me. I'm going to check my Michaels first and see if they have it, and see if they have it there before I go through Esty. Because I'm kind of like, I want it right now. Or better yet, I'll just go ahead and take that drive and get lost on that back road where I was that time. And I was thinking about my friend Deb after she crossed over, and those beautiful 3 peacocks, 1 pure white one and 2 of the green ones were walking across because I was lost on the back road by a cemetery. Didn't know where I was. And here comes the peacocks. And peacocks are her signature things that she loves. So I might have to get lost on that back road and go ask for a feather. And I'm sure if I go ask for a feather, one will just magically appear. Why? Because it's already out there. Like me, the journey's getting them items, half the message, treasure. Yes, yes. Talking about that. Yes, yes, absolutely. All right, lovely. So just remember, I only can take a few more people for those readings. The reason is because they are long when I lay them out, but I want to have a place where I send it to you so that you can get that read. Okay? So don't mind me. More than likely, I won't be charging no $222. That's just talk coming out of my mouth for that. Staying with the 222. But the price will go up from that $22 to 22 cents. That definitely will go up. All right, let's take a look at this. Hold on one second. Hold on, peoples. Okay. Hold on. All right. So let's take a look at this really quick. I remember you talking about that. Yep. Got lost. I really wasn't lost. There was just a message waiting for me on that street that I'd never been down before. Doesn't it always happen that way where you just kind of, you think you're lost, but you're there for a reason because there's somebody or something that you're supposed to meet in that area? Get ready because you're going to start seeing a lot more of that coming your way. Because there's time for us to kind of pick up and get started. We're getting ready to come out of our slumber of winter. Those of us here in the United States. And, the elder was traveling about all over in Europe. There was no egg problems over there. Nothing. Eggs were plentiful. There was no manipulation. People telling us, oh, there's some kind of stuff going on with your eggs. No, it's called ritual that you're doing. If you're going to do the ritual, be brave enough to tell people that you're doing a ritual while you're still trying to hide it. Okay? Come on now. We ain't got all day for you to keep pretending like you not doing something. I'm just all about make it real, be truthful. I can't stand people that lie. I can't stand that. That constant, they constantly lie no matter what. They can't speak truth to save their lives. I can't stand that. And I think it's a Capricorn thing. So I just can't stand it. I'm just like, ugh. All right, first card. Look at that. Heart Center. Watermelon tourmaline. Number 43. Look at that. Watermelon tourmaline. I go on Visa Light. I don't see it. No, you got to go to galacticspirallight.com and just send me an email. You already got my email. Just go to my email and just let me know you want to get a read. Light and love. Light and love. Yeah, once you get your read, you want to write, take a look at the pictures when you get it. Oh, this is awesome. Bright Star number 42 from the Universal Oracle. Alpha Central. This is nice. Courage. Look at that. Courage. And then the portal, Stellar Gateway Activation, Infinite Potential Manifestation Vortex. Yes, this is where it is. When you can put your circle around whatever it is, this becomes the portal. This is what's waiting. And then when you step through this, this is the plasmic light membrane over what you see. But it cannot become activated till you step through and claim it. But you got to match that energy to step through to that. Okay? That makes sense? All right, lovelies. It's been real. I will see you tomorrow after I do some running around. And then we'll do some magic work getting things activated. Now remember, if you're going to get in on the reads tonight, I'll have your readings done for tonight and tomorrow. But that's why I'm only taking a few more people. Because it's, like I said, it takes time to do it. And I don't like overbogging myself. And I do it for the fun of watching people get the activation. And then I love hearing the results afterwards. I love the surprises. I love the, oh my gosh, this is what happened. I love hearing that. Because then it's like, see, this is why I do what I do. So take a look at that movie. That's homework assignment, The Darkest Hour. Take a look at that. You can find it free under Plex. Don't have to pay for it. Go over there and just put up with the commercials, whatever. But go watch that movie and pay attention to how that plasmic light energy is is interacting with the electrical grid and when it interacts with a human, what it does. Okay. On top of that, I have those music in there. And I think what I'll do is load up the interview that Sky did with her on how she transformed what she went through and then how she left that Matrix old self and redeveloped herself. And it's pretty awesome to watch how she went from, this is what I'm supposed to look like as a singer, okay, and it's not feeling authentic. I don't feel like I have control over what I want to do creatively. I'm living for somebody else. And then she redevelops herself and gives birth to a new her. So sometimes you have to be raw in the power of who you are, especially as a woman. You got to be raw. You got to be willing to just step into yourself. And this is where we love the women that are, they're outspoken, they can say what they want and they don't give a damn what anybody says, and secretively in the back of your mind you're saying to yourself, boy, she's just so out there, she says exactly what she wants. And then you say this, I wish I could do that. I wish I could say it like that. Why don't you? I'm just saying, what do? There's a lot of women that sit back and they envy other women because of something that they have worked on themselves to do, to be able to do that, to be able to step out in that. Those are those women that we admire because they don't care what anybody says or thinks of them. They're living their life. Life is short. You got one life to live. Why not make it count? And why not make it be something that you really want it to be like? Not living from a place of fear, not living from a place of limitation, not living for what your mom and dad wanted you to do or your grandparents wanted you to do. And I have dealt with so many people along the way who had lived their lives for their grandmothers, their grandfathers, and their mom and dads, and doing what they want them to do. They go to school to become these doctors and they're miserable. They go to school to become these nurses and they're miserable. They go to school to become these lawyers and they're miserable. Because deep down inside, they wanted to go off and go fly planes. They wanted to go off and go do artwork. They wanted to go off and just be a traveling person that goes and eats different foods all around the world and talk about it. They wanted to just go off and go write a book. So many people get caught up in that matrix of the family dynamics. And just because there's a business in the family name doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in that business. That was that family member who developed the business. That was their dream. That's not a signature of your dream. And this is where you get people that are so unhappy. They got all the money in the world and they're still so unhappy. Unhappy people. But what if you could just be you? Just be you. And live up to that. Challenge yourself to just be you. And not care what anybody else says about you being authentic in yourself. All right. All right, lovelies. Blink back, boom. I will see you tomorrow on 222. And we're going to invoke these things of what you see and speak them into your light and signature of yourself. So get ready to sign up and signify yourself with your own divine signature and activate that. What would it be like to just step into 100% of that? Step into it and not apologize. Not to apologize for being you. No apologies. That's what I'm talking about. A fucking A, yay. See you tomorrow. Bye.